Alright. So. I have puzzles to be designed. Gats to design them puzzles. Actually don't know. Yeah, this is pretty much fun. Okay, so looks like I dropped a few frames. Ugh. I'm gonna try because I'd up to the bit rate a bit, so we'll try setting it lower if it's gonna drop anything. It's really hard for me to see that over there. Okay. Anyway, so I need to design puzzles using this mechanic, which at the moment mostly involves just going over the puzzles that I have that use that mechanic, and just seeing like what I think about them. Looks like I tried to do some early ones here, maybe. Still don't know what I think about this mechanic. And whether it creates even any interesting puzzles at all. Because some of these are not that interesting, maybe. So, yeah. These colors seem like they're wrong. What's up with that? I gotta fix that. Let me look at that, actually. So it might just be in the color settings. I might not be setting it really the way it's supposed to be set. But I guess I can look at the actual panel itself individually to see what I set the colors to. Yeah, it's definitely just not getting set right. That color's getting ignored. Okay, so that color doesn't get ignored, the base color. This totally seems like the color's wrong. So right now I was setting it to the base color. And if it's lit, I'm setting it to this. Okay, so the issue is that I'm listening to base color, and base color should be darker, but it's not making it dark, which is strange. Like it's only making it light. If I make it black, it's not black. It's very strange. I don't know what's up with that. It's kind of tangential though, but it just seems like the color is wrong. Like base color is this lighter one, isn't it? No, it's not. So I really need that to be set to a different color, I feel like. That's darker. Just subtly darker. So this is somewhat irrelevant to the puzzle design, but it matters. Okay, so now it's like not visible at all. Oh, well, the alpha's 0, so that could be why. It's still wrong. Like it's still, if that's light, I don't know what's going on. It's very strange. I'm gonna try setting that to 1 too, just to see what it looks like. Okay, so it's right, it's just for some reason it's setting it like way brighter. I don't understand why it's setting it so much brighter. Like I literally just set that to like almost black, and yet it's we got the color is not dark at all. Now it is, but it still looks strange. Is it because of the colliders? Are the colliders like overriding the color? Am I overriding the alpha later? I don't think it has anything to do with that, but I'll see. Seems fine. As if it's solved, I set it to these things, and that's fine. If it's not solved, I set it to this. Oh, set alpha 0. I feel like I should set the alpha to 1. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the alpha got set to 0 somehow. This is weird. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me add that to the Trello. Because there's a bug. Fix bug with solid wall panel colors. Oops. Let me put that up there. So there's something going on with that, and I can't figure out what it is. Up with that, but that was, like I said, it's beside the point. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Already spent too much time on it. So interesting. These guys want 2 neighbors not the same as them. Not the same, not the same. So this should be the same. That should be the same. That's not the same. Not the same. That should be the same. That should be the same. I guess those are the only solutions there. One neighbor not the same. Okay. It's not the same no matter what. There, so. Yeah, it's gotta be like that too. I still don't know about this mechanic. It's kind of interesting in combination with these, for example, but okay, I want one neighbor that's not the same as me. Like that. This wants one neighbor that's not the same as me. Well, that makes that a lot harder. That one's kind of cool. But like I said, they're interesting in combination with the other mechanic, but by themselves, they don't actually have that much that's that interesting. So, because they, like, in this case, that's cool because it forced a unusual solution, right? That's like not obvious. Okay, so this guy, that should work. So that's not that interesting. So I'm interested in like different types of things that I can do mechanically. That one's pretty straightforward and easy, whereas this one's much more complex. Because it's got a much higher constraint. I'm still thinking it might be worth doing, because you could do this same puzzle if I had a symbol that was like, I can only have one of this inside of an area of color. I'm going to try that mechanic, because I'm not sure that this mechanic is that good. So implementing that will take a second, but first I need some kind of symbol for that panel to go on it. So I don't actually have a proper tile here, but they're this size. I can just make an X. Let me look. Let me open up. I've got these tiles. Yeah, it's roughly the size of a tile. Really don't know what symbol to use for this. Like I said, I can use an X, but then that feels kind of weird. It feels like a strange symbol to be using. I think if I do an X, it has to be like this kind of an X, which also looks weird. I don't know. I'm just going to try a symbol that looks kind of like that or something. Let me see what I actually do with my other symbols. I guess I just stick it on a 16 by 16 with transparency. That's good enough. It's a fine symbol. I'll make it a color though. Well, we can color it in the other stuff. So that's gonna be one symbol. So that's yeah. It's been a while since I added one of these, so it might take a second to do this. so this should be sprite. Single, 16 per unit. Point filter, apply. Okay, so that should be fine. And I'm not sure where those get stuck in. I guess they got stuck into here, basically. Into this as one of the overlays. Clickable with square sprite. It's not a sprite on here, is it? Is it stored as a sprite? Panel requirement overlay prefab. One side requirement overlay prefab. Oh geez. Feels like I need to make a generic overlay prefab that stores all the sprites rather than having a bunch of prefabs. Because like I have this, and then I have like this prefab too. Let me turn off debug. And like the only difference between these is like the sprite, basically. Oops, not that one, and that one. The only difference is which sprite I used. I don't know, maybe for now I'll just use the one side requirement thing. I could do it that way. Let's see, create one side panel overlay. We're gonna just add it in here as 60 just to test. It's gonna be like this. So we're going to try that way, and then go down into this. Right now I'm just doing it in a dumb way. How do I do this? C, current state, solution, num neighbors, if S equals 50. Okay, so I'm gonna go if here, this is always going to do that, right? Okay, so inside of here, I'm checking if it's less than 6. So here I need like solution. Okay. Yeah, this does definitely need to get cleaned up. X plus width times Y. This would be less than equal to 50, basically. So this means that it is a neighbor symbol. That just didn't seem that interesting to me, the neighbor symbols, so I'm going to do this. Another one that's also solution. X plus width times Y is, I don't know, less than 100. Let's say that. It's somewhere in there. And this one's going to work kind of like the dice faces in that it's going to care about area, but it only cares about whether there's other symbols in that area. So I think I basically do that here with check tile. I think check tile basically should be find list of tiles in area, basically. Yeah, so it really should not be check tile, it should be find all tiles in area. Yeah, that's what it should be. It should be find tiles in area. Find all tiles in area. So then for this, I basically just need to do that too. I need to make this, and that's going to be a check tile list. I don't care about the number of tiles really, I just want to find the tiles in the area. So then this could probably be simpler because I could just find it some other way, but we'll do it that way. So we'll check to see whether or not, why am I checking to see whether the solution is, oh okay, so I don't need to find if it's the solution. I need to find if it's the current, which would be current state. So that should send me back a list of all the tiles, so I should be able to go for each. Now, check tile list is an array list. What is it stuffing on it? Tile positions. Okay. So tile position P in check tile list. So then for each of those, they're going to have an X and a Y, so I need to test whether or not. So I'm going to do this for now. We're just going to go if it's equal to 50.